everybody. I wanted to try making these videos for you to see my embouchure up close as we're learning how to play the flute. So here we are in my office today, and I've got the head joint here. When you first play the flute, I think the best thing to do, here, this is easier to see, is let that lower lip be super relaxed and just very flat. The corners of your lips are going to feel quite a bit different than playing your instrument because there's no need to press down vertically or to pull back. They can just relax. Okay? Just enough pressure to close your mouth like you normally would in a conversation. You can assess that by looking at how these folds look if you're tense. You'll see a more of a pull here. And we don't need that. We don't need the nose to go back. We don't need the lips to go back. So we need to drop the jaw just enough to get a finger width between your top and bottom teeth in there. Ah, ah. You don't need to put two, just one, ah. And what will happen is ah, ah. Just the slightest bringing of the lips together with your teeth still open. Ah, ah. Try this in front of a mirror so that you're not doing this. Where you start to detect or feel tension there. It's really important. When you make your first sounds on the flute, you're going to want to put the longer part of the lip plate here against your face. The shorter one will face out. And so the open end of the flute will face your right side. Cover the end, it's just a little easier to get a sound. Nestle that in there. See, there's the embouchure hole. My lower lip is covering about 1/3 of that hole. So on this lip plate that's closest to me, about that much right here, will have my lip over it. You don't want it over halfway, and you also don't want the hole to be totally open, okay? I don't know if you can see that if I lean. Cover the end, very gentle, pay attention to your tension. You can see that. So go ahead and play with me now. Try to make any sound that you can. It's okay if it's not great. You can use this as an opportunity to teach rhythm to your students. Play this rhythm back to me. And then what you can do to help keep them engaged, and usually young students when they're first learning the flute, they have a very short attention span. So then if you want to take volunteers who will play a short little rhythm and then the rest of the section follows them, as much as you can help students learning their process learning from each other, the more engaged they'll be. And so spend some time on that. There's some other fun things we can do at the head joint. If you put your finger in the N and vary that, it will change the pitch. of your first assignments this week in our discussion will be to create your own head joint melody and upload that to Flipgrid. So be ready to do that. That'll be due on Friday this week. And it might take all week for you to feel like your embouchure is coming together enough to do that. Please let me know if you have any questions about this. We'll do what we can in class, but this is just to give you that reference point for how to deal with this at first.